Hey guys, what is up? TheNeoCubest here. Welcome to Hardcore in a Jar. This is going to be a new series on the channel. We're literally playing Minecraft Hardcore, but the entire world and all the sections of this world are inside of jars. So if you want to play this map, link is in the description. I've set the world to Hardcore. Obviously it's not in Hardcore by default, but you know what to do. So we don't get to punch a normal tree. No. We get to punch these three-sided logs, and we get to make some basic tools. Now, I don't really know what's around here entirely. I mean, I haven't really, explored this, so I've tried to keep it fresh. That way, when I actually recorded it, I didn't know anything. I did go ahead and read through this book, so I'll scroll through it really quick. If you want to pause it at any point and read any of those, you can. But it basically just tells you that you can make teleporters to get between the jars by using shulker boxes with buttons on top. So we can literally do everything that we can do in a normal hardcore world, but just inside of these jars. And I can actually kind of make my own jars. I'm really excited about it because I want to make my own jars and make, like a iron farm in a jar and like an automatic sugarcane in a jar, all this stuff. I did not know that was down there. I do hear spiders, which you can kind of hear too. So I kind of want to get to those. Obviously, I want to get away from wooden tools as fast as possible. I'm not going to be slowing down this series or anything. We're just going to play at a normal pace so we can actually enjoy it. But yeah, let's get some starter tools made for sure. Let's just go over here, see what we can get. I think I'm just going to make a pickaxe, literally. It's probably all we need. I don't think we need anything else. Okay. And let's see if we can find what is making all these noises down here. Whoa. So that was a kind of a terrible ending to my last hardcore season. I'm sorry it happened. I wish it didn't happen that way, but, sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. I do have Optivine, so I can't hold this torch in my hand again, yes. Which is what ended up killing me, because I wasn't holding a totem. So if you guys didn't see my last hardcore season, you can go find that on my channel. But this is going to be the new thing for now, because I wanted to switch it up for a little bit. I wanted to do something other than a typical Minecraft world, just to kind of see where this can take us, see how well this goes. So I don't know where those spiders are, but I assume they're just straight over here, but I can hear them over there. Hello? Mr. Spider? Or Mrs. Spider? Are you over here? Dude, they're really close. So I don't know how deep this jar is in particular, but if you look at these jars, some of them are huge, right? It's over here, it looks like a deep dark jar. So we can mine deep dark stuff. Over here, looks like a standard just stone jar. So I think we'll try to make our way, I guess, it doesn't really matter. Now, obviously, you just have to kind of build bridges in between them before you get an elytra. So we're going to kind of prioritize trying to get an elytra and stuff like that. Because there's certain things I'd rather do, sooner rather than later, so we can fly between jars. But beating the end dragon is not something I'm comfortable with without, a full set of diamond armor. Is this the edge of the jar? It is. So, of course, you can break the jar if you want. I don't really see a need to break it or anything. It's not like you're stuck in just this one jar, but the whole world is trapped in jars. And look, that jar popped open even. So, let me get this coal. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, we got the coal, but I did want to do something. I'm going to put this torch back because it seemed like it was in a very, very particular spot. I don't know if we want to make our first home inside this jar or if we want to make it in another jar. Probably going to, stick with this jar for the first, kind of starter home. But I saw this sugar cane, and because I want to enchant as soon as possible, I'm going to try to expand it a little bit. As much as I love this little rock display here, I would really prefer it if I could actually, put some sugar cane down. I don't think you definitely can't put it on gravel. That's okay. I can take one of these pieces and put it, right here, and just swap them. And no one will know. No one will know. I actually already had a piece of dirt, didn't I? Yeah, just forget about it, dude. Just forget about it. So there's little buttons on the ground. Obviously, those are just kind of little rocks and stuff. Now, since this is hardcore, I think this is normally meant to be played in survival. It's still totally possible in hardcore, but food is something we're going to have to worry about pretty soon. I think did I see hay bales over here? Okay, so if push comes to shove and we really need food really quickly, it'll be pretty easy because we can just go over there and get hay bales. That can be our escape hatch. But for now, we're going to try to stick to this little, we'll try to stick to this jar basically and see how far we can make it. But I have a feeling, it's starting to rain. Well, see, that's fine actually because it rains, but you only get to see the beauty of the rain. You don't actually have to endure it, which is nice. So if I have all the grass broken, how many seeds do we get? Okay, so it looks like we had 4 seeds. Well, there's a little bit more down here. Please give me some... Nope. Oh, wait. Will this be the piece? No. Okay. So 4 is kind of rough to start with because our health is already decreasing. But okay, maybe there's something in this dungeon. Because obviously it's a dungeon, like, right? There's no way this is just your standard spawner. Because so things like iron are not really renewable unless we make an iron farm. But since they give you a village, you can make an iron farm easy peasy. We'll have to do that, like, kind of soon. And I just want to know, where is this? Okay, so it's right down there. Okay, good. Let's just get this coal. If it's a big vein, I'll cut it. I don't know if it is. We'll find out. Yeah, I'll cut it. So what's cool about this map is I don't know how big it is necessarily, but I do know that literally everything you can do in Minecraft, you can technically do in this world, which is what's going to make it kind of fun, right? Like, we can actually complete every single achievement, I hope, in this, which would be really awesome. You can see there's jungle over there. I mean, I don't know how many jars there are, right? It says to play at a certain render distance, I assume, to kind of hide the fact that there's some jars. That one is absolutely filled with mobs. Oh, and that's another thing, is that any mob spawner we make, since there's not a whole lot of area for stuff to spawn, will be absolutely just incredible. So I want to make like a mob spawner in a jar, if that makes sense. I kind of want to make everything inside of a jar. But my thought process on that is also, how am I going to get that much sand? And why is there redstone? Okay, maybe it's supposed to be like blood or something from the spiders. I don't know, but spiders don't really have blood, so I don't know. But there's a chance that we can get sand from villagers. I'm pretty sure you can actually like trade for glass, which would be what I need the sand for. Because yeah, sand is not renewable unless we make some sort of sand duper. But yeah, those are my thoughts thus far. There's so many exciting things I want to try. I don't have a sword. That's probably not a good idea in hardcore to go in a dungeon without a sword, so let's fix that. Okay, so I'm just smelting up some of the iron that we had. We'll come back up and make a pick in a second, but at least we can make at least one sword now. I hope I can get some saplings from this tree. I mean, obviously it's like a custom tree, but it seems like there's enough leaves to at least get a sapling from it. But I'll mine that tree off camera or something in a minute. But let's see, what is in here besides these spiders? Okay, they seem to be trapped together. Now, I know it's just a thunderstorm, but did something happen? Ah, you can see where it struck. I'm just hoping it doesn't strike the, like, you know, tops of those. Maybe we need to get some copper, get some lightning rods pretty quick, because that would not be too good. Now, also, I don't know if we want to keep this spawner or not. We don't really have to decide that right now. I can just kind of, you know, hopefully light up this area well enough. Let's see, what is in here? Iron, that's actually super good. I'm honestly going to take the rotten flesh because I don't know how I don't know how hard it's going to be to get food. This does seem like relatively like a normal loot table for a chest. There's pumpkin seeds. You can't eat those, but ooh, you know what we can do? We could take these we could take this bone meal. Yeah, we'll take the horse armor. Horses aren't going to be the most useful thing, you know, just because of the nature of us being inside of a jar, but I feel like if we take those, it'll give us a positive boost, okay? Somehow, some way, it'll give us a positive boost. I don't know. So it looks like we're going to be mining a lot. I mean, obviously, this is the first episode. You know, usually in like the first episode or whatever of hardcore, you'd be exploring. But there's not like a way for me to get between jars very easily yet. But we'll kind of make that happen. And yes, I plan to organize a little bit more than this, I promise. We'll start off the organization by just separating blocks, basically. Blocks and items. That's like, I feel like the best way to start your organization. But yeah, let me make some iron tools and then I'll come back because we need those desperately. Now, I just had the realization, I say desperately, but is it a good idea to be making a bunch of iron tools when iron is not a renewable thing? Because, I mean, once I mine the iron in this little thing, the iron is pretty much gone. Also, is the sun? Yeah, the sun is coming up. Okay, that's good. But I am going to mine this tree. It's going to be kind of difficult because it's a custom tree, but maybe they made it easy on us. Hopefully they didn't mix in, you know, like the logs too deep into the leaves. Nope, they didn't. Okay. So let me mine this tree real quick and I'll come back. Hopefully we get a sapling. That's how I know that this is a very good map creator. Because this tree started decaying once I broke all of the wood, which means they actually set like the block state, the metadata of the leaf block to not, you know, stay because it's user placed. They actually set it to be naturally decaying. So that's how I know this map is going to be very, very well made. So thank you to the creator of this map. Full credit, again, goes to them. I didn't make this map. Whoever did, extremely talented. Again, link is in the description if you would like to play along. Okay, so... no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to make a shovel, and I almost made it out of iron, but that's something non-essential. A sword, I feel like that's somewhat essential, but I do need to kind of fill in these blocks because they will drive me nuts if I don't fill them in. So we'll go ahead and just do it like that, and then I'll take care of the rest of the roots here. Okay, so all the roots are filled in now. And my food is going down. I did get a golden apple, but I'm not sure that's like the best move here. And also, if we don't get an oak sapling, we have to go over there. And I do, fortunately, have enough planks to make it over there. And maybe that would be a wise decision. Now, because this is hardcore, if I were to fall, I lose the world, which makes this very unfortunate and very high stakes. So I'm going to try my best to not fall. But I'm going to wait on these leaves, and hopefully we get lucky. We did get that bone meal. We can try to do this, but I don't foresee this giving us enough. We do have iron for a okay. I was going to say, no more torches, please. We do have enough iron for a bucket, but, like, I don't know if that's really going to help me. Obviously, you know, I'm talking about making a wheat farm that's bigger than this. But, like, this is not outsized or undersized for us at all right now. Because we can plant fairly far away from the edge. I don't know how far 4 blocks is necessarily away from all these, but probably it's safe to at least plant like over to here. And this one's already saturated, so yeah, we're fine. And so that's all of them. Wow, I actually did the exact amount. I didn't mean to do... we have 2 saplings! Okay, good, okay. I was worried for a little bit there, I'm not gonna lie, because that would be kind of a big deal if we didn't get enough, right? Like, there's nothing I can really do about it. I'm also gonna make sure... I just want to ensure that nothing spawns in here. That would not be good. We're in a very enclosed environment. If a creeper were to spawn, we don't really have anywhere to run. And, okay, I need to light up these caves for sure. So, at some point, I will have mined out all the blocks in here. Since this is the first episode, I think we'll just kind of try to dig our way down and see if there's anything at the bottom. Nope. Okay. Let's see if there's anything in there, though. There might be something. That's the fun thing about it not being a normal world, is there may be something in these little places. And I can make infinite cobblestone, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I'd rather not, like, waste cobblestone, and I really don't even want to waste the lava. So I'm going to leave the lava there. But I just have to realize that the iron is very valuable. It's not renewable, or it is with an iron farm, but I have to make sure I don't really lose any iron. Okay, that piece is safe. And then these guys are going to be safe for sure, because this one has a block under it. Okay. Oh, that's a big iron pocket. It's probably a good thing. Okay. So we don't really need any more resources at the moment. We're doing okay. As far as building a shelter, I would like to build a shelter, but I need to come up with some sort of game plan. As much as I love living inside of this this little jar, I'd like to make my own jar at some point and make a home inside of that and have that be the kind of the hub. So each color shulker box, like for instance, if we had 2 blue shulker boxes, I could put one on the ground here, plop a button on top, put one over there with a button on top, and when you click the button, you swap places between them. So that's like the only data pack that this map has. And I think that's awesome. Though you don't have to have a bunch of bridges going between the jars and make it look all ugly. Now, obviously, off the bat, we'll have to do that. But it's okay. We can remove those fairly easily. But the point I was trying to make is once I make like a big home base jar, I can have like a teleporter room and go to each one of the jars. And like, dude, I could have a teleporter to my iron farm, a teleporter to my villager trading hall. It's just going to be a lot of fun. There's so many things I want to do. I'm just trying to figure out what to do first here. Okay, I know what I want to do. Because if I want to make this my home off the bat, I need to make it feel like home. And I think the first thing I'm going to have to do is level this bad boy out to 1 layer. I know. Although this jar is beautiful, there will be much more jars that I'll just leave in a natural state. But if I want this to be my home, I'm going to do something I want to do with it. So let's flatten this bad boy out real quick. And yes, that includes this cobblestone entrance to the mine. As much as I love it, I think it's a good build. I want to make it my own. I want to make it my own as much as I can. You see the jars I just spotted in the distance. There's another deep dark one I just realized. And look, There's swamp jars, which also have blue orchids. So that's what I saw and made me happy. And this flower forest jar is absolutely jam-packed with mobs. But, oh, and I see something over there. Do you see the cobblestone? It looks like one of the jungle temples. I'm excited to make my way over there. By the way, we almost have this thing flattened out. I'll flatten out the dirt and everything too, but I just saw those blue orchids out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, heck yeah. I think we're going to build something of a starter base, because I feel like, in the first episode, you need to build somewhat of a starter, so we'll do that for sure. But yes, I'll say this, since we're like 14 minutes, like probably halfway, I'm going to try to shoot for about 30 minutes each episode. Not going to really do too many super long episodes. Maybe episode 10 will be an hour or so. Oh, there's salmon. I should need that food. I didn't realize there were fish in here. And they should spawn back in here, I think. Which would be absolutely awesome. What biome is this? This is Plains biome. Does that mean that the creator of the map actually set the jars to each biome? Oh, dude, I love the creator of this map. That is awesome. The attention to detail is incredible. That is perfect. Ooh, we got a grown wheat here too. But yeah, I came back to say, look, if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Neo or Lee. You could call me whatever you please. But if you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I've been losing subscribers recently. It's kind of my own fault. I've been doing the same thing, been stuck kind of in a rut. So I'm doing something different now, and I think this is going to be an incredible series. So if you don't want to miss it, please consider a subscription to the channel. That is all. Oh yeah, and I'm not going to let you miss the satisfaction. Look at that food being back at full. Oh, there are a lot of snowberries over there. I think that's what they're called. Whatever, some sort of berries are over there. Oh, is there a woodland mansion? Is that a woodland mansion over there? I think. I don't quite know. I'm glad that I have Optifine Zoom, though. That really does help you as the viewer as well. But I think that's where we're going to venture to tomorrow, because, man, that would be absolutely amazing having access to villagers early on, because trading is going to be big for us. Absolutely. Oh, and I finished flattening it. So I'll make some sort of elevator entrance. I guess we don't really need to remove the flowers, but I am, just so I can make this place my own. We can put the flowers back in some other order, okay? Maybe we can have one side of it just have a bunch of flowers. Let's see. How many extras do we have? So we could do something like this, Oh, something like this. And just kind of line the edge of this thing. I don't think we have enough flowers to finish it, but we can at least try. There we go. Okay. We'll just put the flowers like that for now. So obviously our house is, non-existent, and we just have some floating stuff above flowers. We'll fix that. I think a ladder entrance in here would be good. We have enough wood. That is for absolute sure. Let's just see. How many ladders is it going to take? Probably not a ton. That's probably fine. And then we just need some trapdoors. Is perfect. We'll just kind of fill it in with dirt, break the stairs, and then we're going to get to work on the starter base. But, it's kind of like, why do you really need a starter base when you're in a world like this? But at the same time, it's the comforts of a normal Minecraft world that are going to save us here, because, it's going to get to a point where things are starting to feel weird. But if you go back home to your starter base, you're going to feel just fine. And maybe this can be inside the house, potentially. Probably not, though. I really don't know. So, do we have enough wood to build a starter house? Kinda? Sorta? I know what I can do for a starter house. I can do one that I haven't done in a long, long time. I think that would be awesome. I actually saw someone on my server, Neo Dude, do it recently, and I was like, oh man, this reminds me of a base I used to have, or a base I did a tutorial on a long, long time ago. And it's actually a really good starter base. It might be a little bit too close to my farm, but who's paying attention to that? It doesn't matter there. Oh, no, I don't have any sand, so that makes it a little bit tricky. Where's the closest sand? Ooh, the desert. Those are pickles. Oh, no, see, that's supposed to be like an ocean biome, because there's turtles in there. That would be the closest sand. That is kind of far away. I don't think this guy has any sand over here either. So we can't really do glass, but you know what? We can do our own adaptation. It's gonna have to be the case, except it's gonna take most of our. So yeah, instead of doing so, normally this top area here would be filled in with, you guessed it, glass. But for now, we're gonna fill it in with trapdoors, and I think that'll work out just fine. Okay, so the trapdoors will go in here like this. Again, it's supposed to be glass, but I think this works good. You know, it's when you have to adapt, like we don't have sand, that great things come. Now, I don't know where the entrance is going to be. Like, I haven't built one of these bases in years and years and years. And also, these trees have not grown. But to be fair, it hasn't been that long, so I'm not really worried. But we'll put the entrance somewhere over here. I'm glad I made these ladders. We can just honestly do another trap door, and then we can do something like this, just to kind of make the entrance seem like it's integrated into part of the house. And then the ladder will go down here. And you want a 3-block ceiling. Looks like we're getting into our mine a little bit here, which is fine, right? Like we're working with limited space here, but I think that's where I end up doing the best work. It's when I build a giant volcano that I try to fill. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Now that the season's over, guys, that volcano looked terrible. But I couldn't admit it to myself because I had spent probably, I don't know, 15 hours building it that day. I just couldn't. I couldn't admit to myself that volcano looked terrible. And it's like I invested so much time into it, I felt like I couldn't be like, well, I don't like this, we're moving on. So we ended up living there, and I'll put it this way: I didn't want to die in that episode, but I'm kind of happy that I did. So ideally, these would be log supports going down. We don't really have anything else. Like, we only have 7 more wood, so we're gonna have to wait on that at least for a little bit. But we are gonna go ahead and build our floor in here. So this is a nice starter base. It's not fancy. If I was going to take a thumbnail of this, then it's kind of difficult, but that's fine. We already have the thumbnail for this video, which I spent a long time making. Okay, I actually paid for A/B testing to see which was the best, and I even asked my Discord server which one they liked more. Now, that's not the best sample of people to use because they already watch my videos, but it is extremely helpful to ask everyone. So thank you again to everyone who helped me pick the thumbnail. I really appreciate it. We could maybe even put a stair block here potentially. That could kind of build things up. I am going to wait on some trees to grow, so I'll be back in a bit when that happens, because I can't really do anything until that happens. And also, the fish have not come back. So maybe is this a river biome? It's not a river biome. So yeah, I don't think fish will spawn in here again. So maybe I jumped the gun a tiny bit by yeah, I did jump the gun a little bit. I shouldn't have killed the fish. I could have named them. We could have had pet fish. But no, alas, I learned from my mistakes. I don't have any bones or anything, so yeah, we'll just wait for a little bit. It's fine. Okay, so we have a little bit extra logs. So what I want to do is build somewhat of like a little like kind of entry pathway. I don't know, I just kind of thought of this, so it was kind of spitballing in my head how I could improve this build, at least from the top, right? Like in the bottom it'll look really good. I know that. I'm confident in that. Okay, I'm not just being full of myself. I've built that for tutorial purposes. It's one of my biggest videos on my channel, so I know that it at least looks good in some capacity. So we'll do like, ooh, we even have enough cobblestone for some walls here. Oh, it gives you 6. So you're like, why doesn't it give you 6 fence, but it gives you 6 walls? Some of the things in Minecraft, like, I really will never quite understand, but it's okay. Maybe it's not meant for us to understand them. It's above us. Should we go up another one? You see what I mean, though? I was going to build like a little entryway. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go up one. The problem being I don't have any more wood. Oh, no. I don't have any more wood, so it makes it a little bit tricky. Jeez, dude, I cannot place these today. So I'm gonna have to wait for wood again, because I can't, like I want to make this out of slabs, but right, I only have enough for like 12 slabs. Maybe we could start it. I think you guys have somewhat of an idea of what I want to do here. And then I'll kind of go up, and then we will top all of these slabs like this. And then since we're an even 3, we can go ahead and just fit those in there, and it'll look really good. Maybe we could fill in the inside with like some slabs of, for instance, I don't know, cobblestone. That would work fine too. I do feel somewhat behind compared to the other creators and their builds. They keep building all this stuff that looks absolutely incredible. Oh no. That's why I hate shovels. And, you know, my builds have maybe fallen behind a little bit compared to theirs, but that's okay. I need to quit chasing them. I'm going to be like Captain Sparkles because I'm done chasing the algorithm. It's debilitating, like mentally. It doesn't quite work unless you're a certain kind of person. And no hate to the people who are doing it, but I don't think it's for me. It just doesn't work. Something like that. Okay, well, the middle one has to be... Oh, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, something like that. And now we have a nice little starter base. Cool. And ideally, you'd put some leaves here too, but... Tree, grow! Okay, I'm gonna build like a dark space somewhere for mobs to spawn, because I'm getting tired. Okay, well, it can't be in here because there's a spider spawner, but I'm gonna literally build like a room over in like this corner that's just gonna be dark for some stuff to spawn. And hey, if it turns out that we get, and I don't want to make it high enough for Enderman, I cannot handle Enderman, so we're gonna fill that in. But I'll just break a big old too high room out here, and maybe we'll end up getting some materials as well. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. Well, hey, if anything, the positive in this is that it made me go mine more, and we have more coal, so that's good. I wish there wasn't so much coal, because coal can be made, you know, from charcoal, which we'll probably have to end up using for the majority of the series, but I have not found any more iron, so I'm getting kind of scared, because we're definitely low on iron. I mean, I shouldn't have made all these tools. I definitely shouldn't have made an axe out of iron. The pick, I probably should have waited, but that's okay. Never played this before, so we're gonna end up doing some stuff like that probably shouldn't have done. Probably shouldn't have. But yeah, we have a decent area. I mean, it's nothing huge, but like I said, a ton of stuff is gonna spawn here just because this area is just, I mean, it's not very big. So if that's in that corner and I go stand in this corner for like a little bit, so I'll stand here for like 30 seconds and come back. Oh, hey, we have a tree. We have a tree. I'll mine it later. But yeah, when I come back, there'll be a bunch of skeletons in there. Okay, so I built my way up here, and the skeletons over there are taunting me. I wanted to see if I could see anything else. Oh, there's a savanna, and that looks like a big ocean jar over there. So it's just going to be fun to explore all these jars, right? But I realized the top of that jar is not lit up. I don't have any glass, so I don't want to like break it out to the ceiling and then put a torch up there and I have no way to repair my jar. So I think, again, next episode, we're going to try to make it to the desert jar, and we're also going to make it to the villager jar. So again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed with the notifications on so you don't miss any of this series. I'll try to do 2 or 3 of these a week, something like that. I got a big announcement coming out either tomorrow or Sunday, so be on the lookout for that as well. And the big hype reveal. Do we have any mobs in here? Okay. That's fine, because our tree grew. It's fine. I think we'll have enough with this to finish it. We don't necessarily need these 3-sided logs, but they do actually look really good. And what's funny is if you put 4 of these, you only get 3. So it's like, what? I never quite understood that. We can at least get somewhat close to finishing it. So these are like the corner areas. So these need to have the supports here, and it'll do it over here. And then when the next tree grows, I'll fill those in. And then I think the walls will probably be oak wood, so yeah. And there goes my iron pickaxe. It's already dead, which is not great. So I'm guessing maybe I'll even want to put mending on like an iron pickaxe because, I mean, until I find diamonds, like mending is going to be something we have to do like ASAP, right? Because that just kind of grounded me a little bit there. The fact that we already used enough iron pickaxe to destroy it, and we haven't really found any more iron. In fact, we only have... Well, actually, no, we have found a little bit more. We're going to have 12 whole pieces, but no iron armor for me. That's the thing. So, oh, okay, so there is animals over there we can breed. Maybe we need to get those over to here, like, quick, because these are pretty close, and that looks like it might be like an actual ocean jar, which means fish could spawn in there. That could be a good source of food. Who knows? But for now, I'm just going to keep expanding this. We're just going to stick, again, with stone tools. I learned my lesson there. I need to be better about my block usage for sure, because things are going to go south very quickly if I don't shape up and use what I need to use. Oh, man. This is going to be a challenge. That's why I like it. I feel like the normal hardcore world, like I died from something stupid, like an elytra. The other seasons, sometimes I kind of ensured my death. But in this one, I think there's going to be an admirable death. More admirable than just falling. Which is still kind of... Do we not get a sapling? Do we not really not get it? Oh, there's still some... We'll go break those. But really, we did not get a sapling from that whole tree. Okay, so that's definitely an issue. It's actually a pretty big issue. How are we supposed to deal with this? Oh, we can combine these. I don't want to deal with that. Uh, I mean, there's obviously like trees right there, right? Oh, I almost looked at that directly at that Enderman. So if push comes to shove, we can go get some wood from there. But I don't know if we'll be able to finish this base in this episode or not because we don't have any wood. It's kind of disappointing. Yes, we got a sapling. I did not expect to actually get one from that. Sweet. Will you give me one too? No. Okay. Okay. So a second sapling, definitely a very good thing. We'll wait for them to grow. Now, there is a way you can ensure that they grow into big trees, like by putting some blocks kind of around the base. But I don't know. I don't know if this is like necessarily a good idea. Actually, they can't be on the bottom, right? They will not naturally grow if they're on the bottom. And I don't even know if they'll naturally grow if they're like diagonal to them. So maybe we shouldn't do that. I know when you bone meal them, that works, but I don't think that would work in this situation. So we're going to have to exercise patience here. We're going to have to exercise some patience. Aha, I started watching short videos, and look, and I don't call them TikToks, because I usually watch them either on Facebook, which is technically Instagram Reels, or I'll watch YouTube Shorts, and I started doing that, and then I looked up, and look, there was a tree, so that's fine. So we can finish the base now. We may not be able to use the material for, like, the siding that we wanted, but that's fine. We'll replace it with whatever we need to, but for right now, we can go ahead and do what you guys have been waiting to see. Now it's gonna be sure. That's fine. Oh no. But hey, on the positive side, at least we can make a piece of bread. Yay! Oh, before I stay, yay! Ooh, look, we already got a sapling. Nice. Can we at least multiply these? I mean, come on, guys. Oh, I thought I saw another. Oh, there's another sapling. Okay, so we have 2 from this tree, 3 from this tree. Can we get a 4th? Can we get a 4th? Yeah, can we get a 5th? Oh, baby, please give me a 5th, dude. You would make my day. That's fine. I am completely and utterly okay with this amount. Okay, we'll put a tree even over here. We'll put a tree over here. I'm trying to space them out in a way that when they grow, they'll be in a good spot. Okay, now I'll wait again, AFK. All right, guys. Well, it's been like 10 minutes, and nothing has grown, which is fine. So, like I said, in tomorrow's episode, we're going to make our way over to the villager jar. I may sneak my way over there right now because I really want wood and I'm just getting impatient. And I'm looking at my materials. It looks like we're going to have to use dirt to get over there, which is totally fine. It's okay. It's not my material of choice, but we can replace it fairly easily. Now it is becoming dark, which might be a problem, right? Like if we try to go in the dark and like stuff starts spawning on our bridge, what are we supposed to do? Just like you know what I mean? Like realistically, what are we supposed to do? And since this isn't spawning fish, I do not really feel guilty about doing this in any capacity. It doesn't really matter. I just want to multiply my sugarcane here because we can trade paper with villagers, so having a good supply of sugarcane off the bat is probably a good idea. So I am going to wait until day to do that, but we will in this episode finish the base, I promise. I'll try not to look around on this little thing over there. I'll just try to get the trees and dip. All right, well, I've actually been waiting for quite a while, so I predict some trees have grown. Literally 1 tree grew. That's fine. I don't think we need to go over to the village in this episode if this will provide enough wood. It should. In theory, yes, but I don't know, because the walls I want to be wood too, but maybe for now we'll just go with dirt walls and we'll fix it next episode, because I wanted to I kind of want to break some of these things apart, to build anticipation. But there will for sure be an episode tomorrow and then on Sunday as well, so we're going to definitely do 3 episodes this week, so be on the lookout for those. But yeah, I think this is going pretty well. I mean, I'm kind of hyped to have there was another tree. That's so perfect. Thank you, Minecraft, for being very generous with your trees today. I very much so appreciate it, and I will not forget it. I will treat you very well from now on. I will not make fun of your blockiness or pixelatedness or I don't know where I'm going with that. So this is 9 per side, which is going to be 9, 18, 27, 36. That's literally the perfect amount. I could not be happier with this. And then we're actually going to have 3 extra because this side isn't a total of 9. Dude, what are the chances that we get the exact amount of material that we need? Like, exact. And even a little bit left over. It's pretty good, dude. It's pretty good. Well, I'm happy we actually finished this base in this episode, and I do hope you guys are enjoying the series, and let me know in the comments, genuinely, if this is something you're going to continue to watch, or maybe something that you don't like. I'd like to hear your feedback in the comments, because as a creator, your feedback is literally invaluable to me. I mean, there's nothing that's more valuable than feedback from the people who watch my channel, because genuinely, if you don't like it, you gotta tell me, man. I gotta hear these things. As much as you think it may hurt me, it's really not going to hurt me. It's just going to influence what I'm doing in the future. Obviously as a creator, it's important to do what my audience would like to see. So if this is something you want to see me continue, then please leave a like on the video and let me know in the comments. And if you're too, I don't want to leave a comment, that's fine. You don't have to leave a comment, but at least leave a like on the video to show me you want to see more, something like that. And I am actually going to put the items in the bottom chest, because that way it's like how the chests were outside. So give me a second. Let me put all the items in here and then all the blocks up here, and I will be back in just a moment. Oh yeah, and look, we got 8 more iron in here and even more coal. Okay, so now everything's finally transferred underground. Did we get any more saplings? There is 1. There is 2. I am a happy man. Oh, we have 3, actually. I'm very happy now. So our tree supply is growing, which is good. I was kind of worried at first that maybe we would run out of trees, but, you can't really necessarily run out of trees, because you could just run right over there. But it is very nice to know that we have enough trees to sustain ourselves in this wonderful, jarish world. I think jarish should totally be a word. And now I can use some shears to get some leaves too, since we have like an excess, right? Of trees. There's no way we're going to run out of saplings now. And I say that, and I'm not trying to jinx myself, but like seriously, how could we actually run out of saplings at this point? We have so much stuff, like there's no possible way. But again, thank you guys for watching this series. If you really would leave feedback, that would very much so help me and my channel. Like, just leave a like, if you don't like it. I ask that, okay, if you don't like it, leave a dislike, but let me know in the comments why you left that dislike, so hopefully I can either do something different in the future, or just, improve this series into something you would like to see. Again, your feedback is invaluable. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, and thank you for watching today's video. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for some more hardcore in a jar. Bye!